Corey Johnson here, offering a little hope, faith, and courage to anyone who is in need. Today, I want to talk about how I simplified my relationship with the Lord. In my addiction, I used to make up excuses about how, God didn't have time for me, and uh, how I wasn't worthy of His love. And nothing could be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is that He loved me so much, He gave me the choice to turn away. He could have made mindless robots that just walk around, I love Jesus, and then that's it, don't have a choice about the matter. But instead, He gave us the choice. It's kind of like the song, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back, then it's yours. Um, the Lord loves us so much that He gave us the choice not to love Him. So when I started thinking about that, I started thinking about when I did walk away from the Lord. Now I say that because the Lord never changed. The Lord's constant. The Lord's eternal. He stays the same. I turned away from Him. Now to simplify it, the way to get back to Him was just as simple as turning back to the Lord. Asking for forgiveness, asking for help, and not changing everything all at once, but asking for little pieces at a time, working on my character defects one problem at a time, and asking the Lord for help through all that. Now, a lot of people get caught up into the arguments that have been going on for over 2,000 years. I'm not going to get caught up into that. I'm not going to go, oh, this law says this, and this law says that, and this law says this, and this law says that. People have been arguing about that for 2,000 years. They're going to probably continue to argue about it for another 2,000 years. I'm going to focus on when the disciples asked Jesus, what's the most important commandment? The Lord Jesus Christ turned to them and said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and no other, and love the second, which is close to it, love thy neighbor as thyself. The rest of the laws are all encompassed under these two laws. So when you get overwhelmed about religion, when you get overwhelmed about, what's your stance on abortion, what's your stance on homosexuality, what's your stance on this, what's your stance on this, what did Jesus tell us to do? To love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul, and to love thy neighbor as thyself. Everything else is encompassed under those two laws. That's all we need to focus on. It's very simple. A lot of times we like to overanalyze things and make it very complicated when it's very simple. Love the Lord thy God and love thy neighbor as thyself. Well, hope you got something out of this. I love you. The Lord loves you. Have a blessed day.